everyone, and welcome to the latest edition of A Few Minutes with Mike. Really special one this time because we get to celebrate our Associate Achievement Award winners. And to kick things off, I have a very special guest whom I picked as the President's Award winner this year. And I'm very, very pleased to introduce to you Dr. Scott Reines. Welcome, Scott.
Thank you, Mike. It's great to be here.
So, as many of you know, the President's Award is given by the President to an individual whose contributions to the organization have been exemplary and have advanced the Kids Peace mission in significant ways over an extended period of time. And certainly Dr. Scott Reines meets that criteria. Just to give you a little bit of background on Scott and his tenure with our organization, Scott joined the board in 2010. He served as the chairperson from 2018 to 2021. And more recently, in 2024, he stepped up to the plate again and is our current chair. Additionally, in his time on the board, he has served as the Governance Committee Chair, the Finance Committee Chair, and the Programs Committee Chair. So basically, every committee that the board has, Scott has provided his leadership. As if this generous donation of time and leadership to the board was not enough, he and his wife, Tricia, have also donated their treasure to support a number of meaningful initiatives that have benefited our clients and associates. Amongst these were the creation of a playground space for young children served on our Graham Lake campus in Maine, a donation of ukuleles to support our music program on the Orchard Hills campus, video conferencing equipment for the admin building, the hospital and residential programs in Pennsylvania to aid our ability to connect staff and clients and families remotely, and a very special lunch for our associates during the height of the pandemic to recognize the efforts of our associate heroes during this challenging time for our organization. Scott believes in Kids Peace. I can truly testify to that. He believes in our associates and our leadership team and supports and strengthens our mission in all that he does. What a deserving winner, Scott, you are, and I'm so happy to have you with me today. And we'll just jump right into a few questions.
Great.
Which is the normal format of this session. So maybe you can just give our viewers a quick update or rundown on your background in general.
Sure. You know, after that wonderful introduction, I feel like I don't have to say anything. I should probably quit while I'm ahead.
No.
But I will do that. My professional background is as a physician and a research biochemist. My training is in those areas. I'm a board certified psychiatrist. And over the course of my career, I've worked for large pharmaceutical and small startup pharmaceuticals doing drug development, primarily in the areas of neurology and mental health, as well as a few others. But my passion really is in the mental health area.
Okay.
On a personal note, I have 3 wonderful daughters, sons-in-law, and 8 grandchildren.
8. Wow. And keep you busy, right?
Keep me busy. And Tricia, her career was as a junior high school teacher, science teacher, actually. So we've been connected with kids in many different ways.
Excellent. Well, it's quite a remarkable background, and certainly you lending your talents to us has been quite a benefit to our organization. So you talked about your background in general, but how did you get connected to Kids Peace? Clearly you love kids, and that's great, and that's an important first piece of the connection. But how did you get connected to Kids Peace?
Well, it's interesting. It's really fortuitous. A colleague of mine at Merck, Larry Bell, was on the board here, as you certainly know, and was a former board chair. Larry and I had been at Merck. He left for a different company. We didn't see each other for about a year, and then we bumped into each other at a train station.
Okay.
He was going one way, I was going the other way. And it was at a point where I was leaving the big pharmaceutical area to go into startups and where I would have some more time. And Larry mentioned that he was on the board here and that the board would be interested in someone with my background as a potential board member. And through that, I came here and met people and discovered what an amazing place this is, and joined the board. And
and the rest is history, right? No, that's fantastic. And that kind of leads me to my next question, because I really was curious for your thoughts on what the role of a board member is at Kids Peace. And certainly one of those roles is to connect other individuals to the organization like Larry did. So.
Yes, exactly. And our primary role is, of course, is to work with the CEO and work with you right now to ensure that Kids Peace is fulfilling its mission as it should be, that our standards are the highest possible, that we're operating in an ethical way, and that we are financially, fiscally sound.
Right.
And one of our roles as board members is to choose the CEO if that position becomes vacant, and as we did with you several years ago.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And we appreciate everything you've done since then. It's vindicated us as exemplary board members.
Well, thank you. That's very kind. So you touched on Tricia, and I touched on the generous donations that you as a couple have made to Kids Peace. And I know that she is very connected to music, and I'm curious about the ukulele donation in particular. Why did that come about?
Well, several years ago, she decided she'd like to play a string instrument. She had played the flute in her younger days. And guitar seemed a little intimidating with its 6 strings. And so she settled for a 4-string instrument, the ukulele. Okay. And we found a very, very good teacher for her, who's now almost like a member of our family. He teaches our grandkids and our daughters. And so she still is taking ukulele lessons and enjoying that. So I was over at the school and learned that Kids Peace wanted to expand its music program. And Tricia and I knew a place to get ukuleles. Okay. And we worked with this company, and I think it was 26 ukuleles.
Right. Wow.
That we ultimately donated. And we've been very, very gratified to see how they've been incorporated into the music programs here.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. So I also mentioned how you specifically wanted to and gave a generous donation to our associates during the height of the pandemic, when we were asking them to go above and beyond, and you gave them a nice lunch. So I'm just curious, why was that particularly important to you?
Well, as a psychiatrist who's went through training, worked on psychiatric wards, and as an outpatient therapist, I understood the job and know how difficult it is working with people who have problems. It requires a lot of patience, a lot of dedication. And then COVID came along and just transformed everything.
Made it even harder, right?
Made it harder.
Yep.
Made it riskier to come into work, more difficult to come into work. And we just wanted to do something for those people who were doing that day in and day out. And the idea of showing them, the board's here, we really care about what you're doing, that's what we wanted to convey.
Well, good. And I think you did that. And I think it's a testament to our board, you as the leader of our board, but we do have a very caring board that is connected to our mission and certainly supports our associates and is always keeping them front and center in every decision they make. So thank you for that. And I know it goes a long way. So maybe you could talk a little bit, since you're sitting at the top of the organization, what your view of some of the challenges are that we face over the next 3 to 5 years.
Well, fiscal challenges really rose to the top in the past few years. Yeah. What we do is costly. We need a lot of people on the ground interacting with the clients that we have. And healthcare in general in this country, and certainly mental health care, is not funded at the level it needs to be. And that's gotten more and more difficult over the past few years. So financial stability is a critical factor. And let's see, where were we? I sort of lost the thread there.
Just talking about challenges of the organization. Yeah.
And the other challenges we face are the constant changes in the regulatory environment, the changes we need to adapt to technology and take the best possible advantage of technology. Yeah. And then, of course, training and hiring staff, which is a constant, well, hiring and training staff, which is a constant in our business.
Yeah, yeah. And I think all of those, themes are ones that we've been talking about as a board and in our strategic planning, which we'll be unveiling our next strategic plan shortly. I think all of those themes that you touched on will be incorporated in our strategic plan and the strategies that we're going to be implementing to make sure we're fiscally strong, that we have a strong workforce that's supported, and that we're embracing technology where we can. So I think you knocked it out of the park with those. So thank you. And so let's wrap it up with one final question, which is, what is one thing that you wish more people knew about Kids Peace?
Yeah, I wish that more people understood what a dedicated workforce we have here that's available to help families in crisis, and the breadth of the services we offer, from autism treatment to foster care to residential services, outpatient, inpatient. We are the best kept secret in a way. And that's not a good thing. We want people to know we're here for them.
Right. Yeah. I was thinking, damn, how do I stop that? I wish everybody would sing our name from the rooftops, but we're working on it, and we're here. And that's, we need, to your point, we need to make sure people know that we're available to take care of them when they're needing us the most. Scott, an absolute pleasure having you as my guest today, and more importantly, to celebrating you and all that you have done for Kids Peace. And you truly are a deserving recipient of our 2025 President's Award. So thank you so much for that. But before our formal presentation, here are a few of our other Kids Peace Associate Achievement Awards for this year. And just really, really proud to acknowledge them and all of their contributions as well. So congratulations to all our Associate Achievement Award winners. And now it's my honor to present the 2025 President's Award to Dr. Scott Reines. Scott, congratulations. Thank you so much for all that you have done for Kids Peace.
Thank you. Thank you, Mike. It's been my pleasure, really, to be connected with this organization and with you. This was very unexpected, and I'm very, very gratified. Thank you.
I think you might be our first board member winner of all time. And you certainly are deserving of it. So thank you again. And with that, we'll bring this very special episode of A Few Minutes with Mike to conclusion. And I look forward to seeing you all again on our next episode. Take care, everyone.